got love for you, man. You know what I'm saying?
What are we talking about? You know, I'm not here to start any trouble.
I'm only going to say nice things about you from now on. I think you're handsome, and I think you're a wonderful host.
I'm fat and I'm overweight.
Just don't say anything silly.
I was waiting for you to say that.
I'm not laughing about it. You think this is funny? I take it serious.
You know, I don't want y'all to take anything out of context that I'm saying.
He's very funny. He likes to joke around a lot.
As a personality and as an entertainer, yes.
This is going to be really quick. I'm not taking any questions.
Go ahead and get comfortable. I'm going to talk for a little bit.
You're listening to Cabbie Presents, the podcast.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for checking in with me. This is one of the best time wasters of your day here on Cabbie Presents. My name is Cabbie Richards, and I have a confession to make to you, like a legit one. So this will disturb some people. So listener discretion is advised. Wait, before I get to that, okay, speaking of which, when I was a kid and I was watching a movie with my parents on TV, and when the TV, and like that, this is in the era where the TV guide was something that people read each week. And as soon as the faceless announcer belted the following has scenes of violence, coarse language, and nudity, viewer discretion is advised in his low baritone, like, warning. My night was over. Like, my mom would immediately send me upstairs to bed. And it almost seemed like the warning got louder when it was on. Like, and it was as though, like, the guy in the TV was speaking directly into my house and my house only. And I hated that guy. From like 8 to about 13. I hated, maybe even early, maybe like 7 to 13. Because, like, who wants to go to bed at 9 p.m. on a Saturday night? So when those movies were on City TV, I never got to see them. And I didn't have a Nintendo or a Super Nintendo or a Nintendo 64 in my room, so it was a wrap. Anyway, I have a confession. I haven't been to the dentist since 1998. My teeth may fall out this winter, as I heard it's going to be like bitter ex-girlfriend Siberian winter here in Canada. I need to get that situated. And my guest has $1 million smile, so he's the opposite of me. In fact, I might make sure that he is on his dental game. He plays in one of the coldest cities in our country, but manages to go to bed with a warm body next to him every single night. And he joins me on the phone right now.
If it's going to be an interview, I'm going to conduct it. So I'll answer my own questions, ask myself the questions, then give y'all the answers.
One of the brightest young stars in the NHL, as seen on the bedroom walls of thousands of teenage girls across Canada. It goes in this order. It goes Justin Bieber, Sidney Crosby, and Taylor Hall. And then for the young ladies out there with really, really low self-esteem, then they have posters of Jordan Eberle on their bedroom walls. Ladies and gentlemen, Taylor Hall of the Edmonton Oilers is on the phone. Good day to you, young sir.
Thanks. That's quite the introduction.
I had some time, so I crafted it. And I did a lot of research because I know a lot of 14-year-old girls, and I just asked them, what's on your walls? And those are the names that they gave me.
Nice.
And the ones with like a considerable amount of acne, Nugent Hopkins. He got a couple.
Nuge? Oh, yeah, well, he's the youngest one.
For sure. That kid looks 10.
Yeah.
So he's like a dude in my grade 7 friggin' English class. Where are you right now?
I'm in Edmonton. I've been here for about 3 weeks now, and I have to say I am so bored.
I can imagine. So you're tired of playing video games. You're like, all you do is just work out. You work out, you lift weights, or you work out, you skate, and then
pretty much. I mean, I work out in the morning, and then I'll skate with the WHL team here that plays at Rexall Place. And other than that, I'm not even a huge video game guy. Like, I like to play NHL, but for the most part, I just kind of fill my time by doing errands, and I'm just trying to prepare myself. Hopefully, I'll be down in the minors soon, and then obviously, hopefully the lockout ends.
What kind of errands do you do? Are you talking about like cleaning your place?
I guess you could call shopping an errand.
Wait, but are you shopping?
The other day, my washer broke down, and I had to get someone over and have them look at it. And
So you're doing like adult stuff.
Yeah, adult stuff. For me, they're errands, but I guess for other people, I'm just not used to doing them because I'm used to playing hockey all season. It's just something that you don't really do.
Of course, the washer's broken because you guys don't even use that thing. You guys are on like 11-day road swings through Phoenix and LA and all that kind of stuff. And then it's just probably just, are you one of those dudes that just leave stuff in the washer and the dryer? They're like, yeah, I'll get to it. And then 3 days later, it's still in there?
Yeah, and then it smells like absolutely terrible.
Yeah, it smells like moss or like grass. It smells gross.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I've done that before for sure. I mean, what self-respecting guy hasn't done that?
Hey, so why were you in Cleveland? When we were messaging the other day, you're like, I'm in Cleveland. Like, what are you doing there?
I was seeing my surgeon that performed my shoulder surgery about 6 months ago, and he was just pretty much telling me that I'm good to go. Like, I can be cleared any time now to play down in Oklahoma. So it's good news. I mean, it sucks having to get there from Edmonton. I had to fly to Minneapolis, then to Cleveland, and then on the way back I was Cleveland to Toronto, and then Toronto to Edmonton. So it's pretty jam-packed, and flying that way isn't the same as flying during the season on our team plane.
Of course, yeah. You have to live the life of normal dudes like myself.
Yeah, no, I definitely appreciate the travel. For people that have to travel a lot, it's tough for sure.
And you have to deal with people like coughing, babies, that one irritable. Like you have to. I guess you probably fly in business class, so you don't have to like wrestle for the armrest like the rest of us.
No, I flew economy both ways.
Oh, so you had to did you get a middle seat?
No, I was fortunate. I had a window seat and an aisle seat, and I just definitely the struggle for arm room space is pretty key. And I have pretty broad shoulders, so it's really tough for me. Like. Most flights are terrible for me.
I hate sitting in the aisle because you always get bumped by the cart. And you can never get you can never put together like a good 20 or 30 minutes of like consistent sleep because they're like the cart just goes up and down and up and down.
Yeah, and you have no idea of when it's coming.
Of course. My producer Dave Cricks once, we were I don't know, I think we were flying overseas or something, but he had a middle seat and the dude next to him had like a wound on his like forearm, and it was the summertime, so he was wearing like a short sleeve shirt. The guy was, and it was like how when you're younger, do you ever like skateboard and you get like road rash?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean though.
Yeah, so it was like raised. It was like a raised like scab, and it was like how sometimes they're wet. Like that's
they're pus. Yeah, with pus.
Yeah, it was like I don't know if there was quite pus, but it was like a little wet. So then, so like I don't know if we flew to Vancouver or if we flew to to Europe, but Dave literally sat in fear and horror and disgust this entire time, and like he had to turn his shoulder away from the guy, so like therefore wrenching his back. Are there any? Did you have anything like I don't know how many commercial flights you take. Did you ever have an experience like that where either the person beside you was severely overweight or just like unbelievably gross where you had to like turn your body away from the person?
No, I flew when I fly in the summer, I fly economy every time. I mean, like it's a lot of money it's like $1,000 more to fly, business class, and then for a 3-hour flight, I mean, I can just wait.
You can suck it up.
I have to say, like I've taken a lot of flights and I've sat beside more angry, or whatever business people, and there's always like a really good-looking girl in the seat in front of me, or like behind me, or on the other side, and I never get to sit beside one of those. It's always like the busy businessman who has no time to talk to anyone, or isn't very nice, and it's just my bad luck, I guess. But
wait, so Taylor, wait a second. Okay, so either you're very smart with your money, or you have alligator arms. What are you doing flying, with the slugs in the back of the bus like the rest of us when you're taking these trips, man? Didn't you just sign a fat ass new deal?
Yeah, well, I signed the deal at the end of the summer, and
has it kicked in yet, or no?
Most of the time, Edmonton books my flights. I don't really have control over it. Like if they're gonna pay for it, I don't know. I fly from Kingston, and there's no business class on those flights, and I don't really. business class is really nice for sure, but probably half the time I fly business and half the time I fly economy. It's not too bad, really.
I know. Well, listen, that's what the rest of us are used to. So we just get used to it. So in Cleveland, is it your left shoulder or your right shoulder?
Left shoulder.
Left shoulder, and you're right-handed, right?
Yeah. Though I'm left-handed in hockey, but I right-handed.
But you're right-handed. It was the name of your spot the Cleveland Clinic? Is that where you went?
Yes.
Because I was just talking to Batista, and I was like, "Yo, where was the place that you went to in Cleveland?" He's like, "The Cleveland Clinic." When he had to get surgery on his wrist, I think, or something like that, towards the end of the year. And he's like, "A really original name, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, that sucks." So that's the same place that you went to, huh?
Yeah, Cleveland Clinic. It's like there's Cleveland clinics all throughout the U.S. And
oh, there are. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a private hospital. But I guarantee that if he went to Cleveland, we probably got surgery in the same building.
Yeah,
it's really nice. Like when I got surgery there in April, April 3rd, 2012, and I stayed there overnight after my surgery, and they took such good care of me and everything. It was pretty nice. Like I just kind of sat in my hospital bed, and I just rang a bell whenever I wanted food or water or anything.
Or company.
Yeah, the lady was very nice. She was a lot, like probably quadruple my age. She was very nice.
She has soft hands.
Yeah.
So the doctor has cleared you like to play, or you're very close to returning. So you're gonna have to go play in Oklahoma City with your dudes, Jordan and Ryan. Now, will you guys take any Oklahoma City Thunder basketball games?
Absolutely, I'd love to.
Have you gone to an NBA game before?
No, I've never been to an NBA game.
Oh wow! Well, in that city, that's the team to watch. I mean,
yeah.
They're like super exciting, and I recently heard Greg Popovich, who's the head coach of the San Antonio Spurs. He's won like 4 championships in the NBA. He said the Thunder is the best team in the NBA. So you're in for a treat.
Yeah, no, I can't wait, and hopefully we can see some Sooners games. The Ohio football or Oklahoma football team.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of Ebbs has been down there for a while, and he says it's a really good city. It's not Edmonton, and we're not playing in the NHL, but it should be fun, and hopefully I'm not there for too long. But yeah, we were saying Ebbs has a place down there, and I think I'm going to stay with him. It's like a 10-minute walk to the rink or 15-minute walk, and we think we just might get Vespas and ride around in those.
Make sure they're matching Vespas. Like wait. So where does Ryan fit into this equation? I'm on the phone with Taylor Hall of the Edmonton Oilers. Where does Ryan Nugent-Hopkins fit in? Will he also be staying at Jordan's place?
No, him and Justin Schultz have a place down there. So
okay.
I think they're going to be in the same building. Might even be on the same floor as us. But so we'll all kind of be in the same building, and we'll be able to get around pretty well in those Vespas if we decide on getting those.
Are you guys going to trick them out? Like, is somebody going to put stickers on his? Is another dude going to lower his Vespa? Is someone going to put a radio on theirs, or someone going to put like rims or all rim on it? Is there a plan yet?
I got no idea. I'm not even too sure what a Vespa looks like, but
it's like a moped. It's like a.
Is it the one that Mike Green was riding around in?
Yes. It's exactly that. It's exactly
I'm
that.
Then.
Make sure you get a nice pair of aviators and a funny helmet. Like, get a pink helmet, maybe with like a Pokemon on the side, or like an Angry Bird or something.
Think so?
Yeah, 100%. Might as well. I mean, you're gonna look kind of. I don't know. It's going to be a little emasculating. You're going to look very European on there. So wear your tight, wear your form-fitting pants and your extra medium cardigans, and rock it with like a yellow helmet or something. Get real hipster with it. Wear some Chucks. Go all out.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I think people are, people are going to see us in Vespas and think those are some pretty sophisticated guys.
I feel like you're actually taking in what my suggestions, like they're actually sinking in, like, oh, I could do that. Or you're like trying to visualize yourself, on a, like a 200-pound motorized bicycle, basically.
Yeah, I know.
So
it's gonna be awesome.
I'm sure it will be. Make sure you take some photos for us.
Yeah.
Are you on Instagram?
Yeah, I am. I don't Instagram too much, but I definitely will of my Vespa if I get one.
So Taylor Swift released a song the other day called "I Knew You Were Trouble," and it's another one of these like breakup ex-boyfriend anthems. So if a pop star were to write one of these breakup anthems about you, Taylor Hall, which pop star would you want it to be and why? So let me give you some examples of some of these like breakup anthem kind of songs. So like Taylor Swift has like "I Knew You Were Trouble," "We're Never Getting Back Together." Adele had "Someone Like You." She also sung "Rumor Has It." Kelly Clarkson had "Since You've Been Gone." Carrie Underwood, "Before He Cheats," and even Katy Perry had "Wide Awake." So these are the types of songs, these anthems that women sing by the millions. So again, if a pop star were to sing a breakup anthem about you, Taylor Hall, which pop star would you want to sing this song and why?
I don't know. Taylor Swift I actually like her songs, and I feel like if she wrote one about us, like we must have had a pretty good, love affair, because she seems to only write about falling in love and really, really getting into it. So I'd have to say her, and to be honest, it probably, she wouldn't like it, but it'd make me popular if everyone knew she was singing about me. Because everyone does wonder who she's singing about in her songs.
Right, and I guess we've only seen the one dude from the Twilight movies was her boyfriend for a while. So we don't know if everything's about that guy or someone else. Your popularity would you would have like paparazzi following you and stuff if you guys fell in love and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'd be so down for that.
Yes. So you couldn't even take her to Earl's or Joey in Edmonton or the Cactus Club. Like you'd have to find new spots in Edmonton if she came up to your hockey games.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm not too good of a cook, so I'm not sure what we do, but there's some undercover really good spots here in Edmonton that like little spots, little cafes that are pretty small and no one can really notice you there.
Ah, see, okay, you got those underground spots, those little we'll see. Well, Taylor, now all you have to do is meet her. You got to flash that $1 million smile, that pretty boy smile, and kick a little game to her, and then dude, like 18 months later, she could have like her 17th consecutive #1 smash about you. Will you get on that?
I'm going to try. I'm not sure if I'm her style, but if I ever get to meet her, I'll try and do exactly what you just said.
How much time have you spent in Nashville? Have you ever spent time in Nashville other than to play hockey?
No, I've just been there to play hockey. It seems like a really cool city. Like we've been out to dinner there and stuff. Yeah,
Nashville is like a hub for obviously for country music, but for a lot of artists, like they hang out in Nashville. So I'm going to put that one in your head. I mean, I don't know how close Nashville, Tennessee is to Oklahoma City, but man, maybe you guys need to do like a little weekend there and just go on like a little scouting mission.
Yeah, no doubt.
Listen, I'm here for ideas, Taylor. That's what I do.
No, I think Oklahoma City's pretty close. We don't really Nashville doesn't have a minor league team, but we get to go to some pretty good cities. Like Charlotte, I heard, is a really good city.
Oh, nice.
Charlotte's in our division. The cities in Texas, guys that I know that play in Texas, like San Antonio, Houston, they love it there. So it's going to be, hopefully we have some fun road trips and some good cities, and girls with accents they're fun to talk to.
Are they ever? Dude, have you ever been to England?
No, I haven't.
Oh, dude, when you go, it's like they think our accent is cool. Like they think, and that's just the weirdest thing to hear. And if we went to Australia, because there are not millions, but there are thousands of Australians in in Banff, Alberta, and Whistler, BC. They come, they snowboard for the winter, and they think our accent is cool. I don't know how, that's so messed up. But get to Europe, please.
Yeah, I haven't been to Europe since I was about 16, and it's been a while since I've been over there. Ebbs always goes for World Championships and tells me how nice it is there, for sure.
What else does he tell you about Europe?
Nothing.
Hey, so wait, you go Taylor Swift over Katy Perry? I'm not Carrie Underwood is off the table because she's Mike Fisher's wife. And I don't know if Kelly Clarkson and Adele are sort of in a similar type.
Yeah, I'm not saying like Taylor Swift's the hottest, but if she was to sing a song about me, I want it to be her. Katy Perry's hotter than Taylor Swift, though.
Agreed. And Katy Perry will teach you some things, is my estimate. I have no. That's based solely on speculation.
Yes.
Hey, so I don't know how many. Are you like a big movie guy? Like, do you go to the movie, or you just movies, or do you just download them and watch them on your phone or your iPad or whatever?
You know what? I'm actually more of a TV show like kind of guy. Like I like to download TV shows and then watch them.
Are you okay? So, are you on Breaking Bad or The Walking Dead?
No, none. I tried to get into Breaking Bad, and the first couple seasons they were okay, but I just kind of left it a little bit. I've been watching a lot of Dexter lately, White Collar, Suits.
Oh, Suits is awesome.
Yeah, it is a good show.
Suits is awesome. Because doesn't that main guy remind you a little bit of Ari Gold from Entourage? But Ari Gold is funnier, but like sort of a similar like type A kind of a-hole type of dude.
Yeah, no, for sure. They both play their roles really well.
So are you on Game of Thrones?
No.
Oh, dude, will you get on Game of Thrones?
Isn't that like fantasy stuff?
Doggy, like we got dude, you play in Edmonton, Alberta. It's just like Winterfell. It's cold and it's in the north. You like, dude, get on Game of Thrones. There's a bit of fantasy element to it, but it is so dope.
Really?
I'm telling you, man. I wouldn't lead you astray.
Okay, well, I'll watch a couple episodes, but no guarantees. I've seen like a couple things of it, and I just didn't really like it too much.
So TV shows more your thing. So like the movie Taken 2 just came out with Liam Neeson, and for like a good 2-year stretch, Liam Neeson was the actor that I would go see all of his movies. Like starting from like the first Taken, and then like Chloe and the A-Team and The Next 3 Days, Unknown, and The Gray. Liam Neeson was my dude. Like he plays a similar type of role, and I love it. Like he's a badass, and he's gonna kick some ass, and he's the hero. Who's the actor whose movies like you always go see in the theater? Is it like Will Ferrell? Is it Will Smith? Is it Ryan Gosling? Is it Liam Neeson? Like I just said.
Well, it's definitely not Ryan Gosling.
Wow, because that's competition for you.
No, well, it's just I don't really like his movies are all like chick flicks and stuff. But I'd say Vince Vaughn or Will Ferrell. Like if they have movies, I'm seeing them.
Dude, so wait, Ryan. But didn't you see Drive? Drive was not a chick flick. He's pretty.
No, but I watched Drive. I didn't really like it that much.
Really? And what about the other one? The other one where he's like a smooth operator and he's trying to give Steve Carell some game.
Yeah, I watched a bit of that one.
Doggy, you have to watch the whole thing. If your game is as smooth as Ryan Gosling's in that movie, then you have no time to play hockey.
I know. I watched the movie, and I'm not saying like I don't like him as an actor or anything, but I just have the picture of him in The Notebook in my head. I mean, I don't know. I guess
you had to watch that one.
No, I've never watched that movie.
I haven't watched it either, but I know like 98% of women have cried at the end of that. And I'm not sure. I don't know the end, but I just vowed never to watch it. Also, the movie Grease. I'll never watch it. I have no interest in that.
No, me neither.
Is there another movie that's on that list that I will never watch this movie list?
I never. The most recent Batman, I never watched.
But wait, are you never going to watch it, or you?
I don't think so. Like, this sounds so weird, but I didn't really like the first ones.
What do you mean? Like the Christopher Nolan? Taylor, I'm almost about to fight you right now. Like I'm about to fight you through this audio device that we're speaking into.
I like the first Dark Knight. I liked it, but not as much as everyone else did.
Batman Begins. That one you don't like that much. But what about the Dark Knight with the Joker? Did you like that one?
No, like that's what I'm talking about.
So that's the middle one. It's the second of
the most recent ones, like that are very dark.
Wow.
With the Joker, like I like the Joker and stuff, but I don't know. I'm not in any rush to go see the newest Batman.
Dude, Bane is so gangster. I mean, if you thought the second one was just kind of okay, then you may not like the third one. But I'm shocked and appalled that you didn't like the new Batman movies. Like
really?
you're losing some man points right now.
Sorry, man.
I'm sure you make them up in other places. Wow, the new dude. So what do you watch when you go? Are you just like a comedies guy because you said Will Ferrell and Vince Vaughn?
No, I love the good drama movie, but I don't know. I haven't been to see too many movies lately. The last one that I saw was Lawless, and that was pretty good.
Oh yeah, with Tom Hardy and
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf, right,
Whatever,
right. Yeah.
No, that was a pretty good movie. I didn't see too many movies this summer. Like I saw The Campaign,
which was very funny. Zach Galifianakis steals the movie. That was a really strong movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie, but I feel like they're running out of ideas for movies.
Really?
Well, like how often can they make a movie about like, the funny guy that like runs into car doors and falls down, and then like how often can they make movies about the sports team that comes back when you didn't think they could, or the kid that comes from the hood and makes it? Like I just,
dude, how old are you, Taylor?
I'm 20. I'm just trying to think ahead a little bit.
You have an old soul. You're right, though. I mean, Hollywood has been recycling. They're just making a bunch of sequels to franchise movies, the Twilights, the Harry Potters, Avengers. The comic book movies. You're right. There is a lot of recycling,
Yeah.
but then you get gems like Inception, or you get gems like, what was the last? Oh, Looper. Have you seen Looper?
No.
Looper's pretty cool. I mean, it's not on the same level as Inception, but it's just it's like a cool time travel movie. Very cool.
Really?
What you know what you need to start doing is watching some Asian cinema.
Asian?
Oh, doggy, I'm telling you, like some Hong Kong flicks, like they have some crazy. I saw this movie called The Raid Redemption. I think it's from Thailand. Man, like the most ultra violent. I don't know how you deal with violence. The most ultra violent movie. Like dudes getting kicked through windows and doors, like dying in the most gruesome ways. Where I went with my boy Ari, and I'm one of those guys that when an action sequence is pretty badass, I start talking. I just start like swearing at the screen, like oh my, like I'm that like a stereotypical black guy in a movie theater. I turn into him when the action is so intense. Like you'd hate to sit next to me in like a I don't know, like some like Expendables type movie, or like a James Bond, where they're just like the action is intense and everything blows up or whatnot. James Bond. Okay, are you on that tip or no?
I don't. I couldn't even tell you the last James Bond movie
that you saw.
Well, Casino Royale was on TV the other day, but I don't know. I haven't really followed that too much. Has there been a new one lately? I couldn't even tell you.
The newest one comes out next month. It's called Skyfall. It looks dope.
And who's in that?
Well, the same guy, Daniel Craig, is the main dude, and the villain is a guy named Javier Bardem. He's on this month's GQ mag. Him, Denzel, and Chris Paul.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a great actor. So that's the latest one. Hey, so have you ever done this? My boy Ari, I mentioned him earlier. He took it was a date night, and I played the wingman. He's like, hey, man, I got these two girls. I'm going to see a movie. Can you be the wing? And I was like, all right, cool. I'll do my due diligence as a good friend, and I'll be the wing. This dude takes these girls to see The Grey. This is how I got onto this Liam Neeson kick. The Grey is a movie about wolves hunting dudes.
I saw The Grey in theaters. It was great.
Yeah. So it's a total guy movie. So then Ari brings these two girls to this movie. I'm like, dude, why are we bringing them to this? Why don't we bring them to a comedy? Have you ever, when you go on date nights with girls to the movies, do you go for a genre, or do you go for based on what's out?
The last time I went to a movie with a girl was I went to The Campaign, and I figured like it's a funny movie, right? So you're going to be laughing most of the time, and there'll be you don't have to fill those awkward silences with like stupid sentences, or you can't really mess up because it's you're laughing, I guess. No,
you're right. Like comedy is a great comedy, and romantic comedies. Those are perfect date options. When my dude took these girls, when we went to see this like intense like action drama, well, not action drama, but like this drama, I was like, this is ridiculous. And he's like, yeah, but I thought that, the one girl that I was trying to get, she would like snuggle up on me. I'm like, did she? He's like, no, she was afraid. So I'm like, man, I just, sometimes we're really dumb. Yeah, I would have been mad if I were you too. Hey, are you ever, Are you ever the wing when you are out with your dudes? Like, when's the last time you had to play the wingman?
I can honestly say I haven't really been on too many dates in the last while.
No, but like with your boys, like when you guys are out for dinner and you're in a different city or whatever, and you're meeting some new friends, let's say. Have you how often do you have to play the wingman, or are you the wolf?
No, like when we go to dinner on the road, it's always just the boys. I mean, and when we go to dinner at home, it's usually me, Ebbs, and Wits, and there's no other girls there. We just go to dinner, and I don't know. I never really had like a dinner party with girls or anything.
No, but I'm saying, okay, so then you're eating dinner at a nice restaurant, and then like you might go for a drink at a sports bar, or like just have a beer or whatever, just a cocktail or whatever at a sports bar after. Oh no, you're 20. So you can only really like you can only really do that in Canada. Montreal, Winnipeg, Toronto, Calgary and Van.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, what about then? Like say you're at a Cactus Club in Vancouver, because Cactus Clubs are off the charts, and you're eating there. When you meet, like, which role do you play when you're out with? What did you say? You said Ebbs and Wits.
Yeah.
So there's
what
three
role
of you.
Do I play?
Yeah. One guy has to be the wolf, and the other two guys are the wings.
I don't know. I think me and Wits is probably the wolf, and me and Ebbs just kind of laugh and like pump his tires, I guess.
Okay. Well, that's a good wingman. That's a good wingman.
Yeah, you don't want to mess it up for him.
Right, and you have to continue the move, and you have to see how far it gets so that he can go handle his business. Okay, so when we met, we did a bit in February. I'm on the phone with Taylor Hall of the Edmonton Oilers. When we met in February, and I wrote a bit for you guys, a Valentine's Day sketch, and we went to the Edmonton Humane Society, and we in the sketch we adopted some puppies, which I don't know what was the reaction from like, I don't know, people on Twitter or Facebook or whatever for you guys.
So many people asked me if I got to keep the dog. And I said, no, I didn't keep the dog. I couldn't even take care of myself.
Yeah, I can't even take care of my washer. Like, that's broken. And the dog wouldn't even last a week.
Yeah.
So, okay, so when we met, you asked me about Kobe Bryant. And I thought it was cool that you watch basketball, because basketball and hockey are kind of like opposites. I mean, it's, you guys play at the same time, but the cultures are a little bit different. So in basketball, there are two schools of basketball fans. There are Kobe fans and there are LeBron fans. Which are you?
Kobe.
You're a Team Kobe guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Why are you a Team Kobe guy?
I don't know. I think he's a better player. Just some of the little things that LeBron does I don't really like. Like last year in the playoffs, like how much he would flop and stuff. I mean, I've just never been a huge fan of LeBron, and with everything that happened with him in Cleveland and everything, it just didn't really make me a huge fan. And I know Kobe's kind of but he's Kobe. Like, he's so good that what he does on the floor is what I like the most about him.
Right. I'm with you. I'm a card-carrying member of Team Kobe Bryant. Now, do you think that there's the same divide in hockey with either Sidney Crosby fans or Alex Ovechkin fans? Or do you think that's like the media just trying too hard to manufacture this rivalry or this separation, this divide?
Yeah, I think that there's probably that, there's sides of fans that think Crosby's better. I mean, I always hear people say, oh, Crosby's a whiner. Like, no, he's the best player in the world, dude. Like, he's not a whiner at all. People love to bring the best down, and I think Crosby's the best. So Ovechkin's a special player too, but the last couple of years, even though Crosby hasn't played much, when he has, he's kind of proven he's the best in the world.
So you think there is a divide between Sidney Crosby fans and Ovechkin fans?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't think you can really be, from what my friends have told me and from what I've heard, it sounds like you're either on Crosby's side or you're on Ovechkin's side.
Now, if you weren't employed by the Edmonton Oilers, which card would you carry? The Team Sidney Crosby card or the Team Alex Ovechkin card?
I'd say Crosby.
Crosby. That's pretty interesting.
Canadian.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So wait. All right. That's okay. So yesterday there was, or a couple days ago, there was this video clip of Kobe dunking with like force, like with authority in practice. And the dude's 34. He still got up and he pounded the ball a couple of times. Name the player that you discovered was quicker or stronger than you thought going into a game.
I'd say Shea Weber.
Really?
In my first year, he was he's so strong and he's really fast. And I was a lanky little 18-year-old kid, and I'm a little bit bigger now, but still, I wouldn't really try and outmuscle him in the corner. I try and be a little bit faster than him. But definitely, when people asked me after my first year who was the guy that impressed me the most, it was him.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's very cool. I haven't heard that one before, but I mean, obviously he's one of the best. I mean, he's carrying now a 9-figure, he's got one of these basketball salaries, one of these baseball salaries whenever you guys resume playing hockey. So I was reading in the New Yorker a couple days ago about this high school called Stuyvesant. It's like an academic high school. It's like a feeder school to Harvard. Now, there was this huge cheating scandal that happened, and the ringleader was this 16-year-old science student. Okay, so first he put some assignments on Facebook. Like he would get the assignment on Friday, finish it Friday night, post it on Facebook, and then the other kids would copy it. And there were these tests called the Regent exams, and he would write on a piece of paper, if it was multiple choice, he'd write the answers, and then later he would text them to the other kids in the class or kids who had to take the test later. In this article, it said that boys cheat more than girls, which is probably true. Probably true in a lot of things. And 85% of students cheat in some way before leaving high school. Can you remember the last time that you cheated on a test at school?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which was what? What was the test? What was it?
It was I was doing science. I don't remember the last time, but I remember a time where I was doing science, and the teacher was like, your true and false section was the exact same as the student beside you, and I'm like, I don't know how that happened. And I kind of got away with that one, but another time I was in grade 10 with my buddy. I was still in Kingston playing minor hockey, and the science teacher was a little bit smarter than me and my buddy.
Of course.
She gave him one test and gave me another test.
Oh.
Our answers were pretty much the same.
Oh, so, my gosh.
She's like, you're clearly cheating. What are you doing? So I got caught there for sure.
Oh, wow. She got you. You got. I used to sit next to a girl named Asma Gangat, and she was the smartest person at school. I think her average was 98. She was just brilliant. And she was a great girl and super nice, would never say no. And I'd always sit next to her on test day. My teacher would be like, Richards, why are you sitting there? I'm like, I don't know. I just my desk was taken. We always had the same desk. But on test day, I would sit next to Asma. And then she would finish and I had to look over and be like, raise your arm so I could see your page. Totally obvious about it. I didn't get caught like you did. But I cheated a few times for sure in high school.
Yeah, absolutely. I think everyone has a little bit.
I'm not a good
guys
kid.
For sure.
Oh yeah, the dudes absolutely. Yesterday I put out on Twitter that I was interviewing you, so I asked for a couple of questions, and I got this from a guy named Matt Dunn, and his handle is You Done Know. He asks you, how intense are the NHL 13 games between you and Jordan Eberle?
We've only played a couple, but definitely pretty intense, and we're closest players, so it's good. I imagine in OKC we'll play a lot. So
wait, do you have to use Edmonton? Do you guys use Edmonton when you play?
We do random, and you get whatever team you're kind of stuck with.
Okay. Now, also on the Book of Faces, or from Facebook, I got a couple of questions for you. A dude named Dennis Conrad McKay wants to ask you, what are you doing for Halloween, and do you have a costume?
No, I don't have a costume yet. I'm not sure where I'm going to be on Halloween, if I'm going to be in Oklahoma City or what, but I love Halloween, and if if I can do it up, I'm definitely gonna get a sweet costume and just have a lot of fun. I love Halloween as a night.
Have you what have you been in the past for Halloween?
Me and Ebbs last year we got the Green Men costumes from Vancouver.
Oh, nice.
So that was okay. The year before we went, he was Will Ferrell in semi-pro. I forget his name.
Jackie Moon.
Yeah, Ebbs was Jackie Moon, and I was one of the guys from Dumb and Dumber when they come in the ballroom.
With the orange and baby blue tuxedos.
I had a blue tux on, so it was good.
I think the blue tux was Jim Carrey. I think, and Jeff Daniels had the orange tux. Great costume.
Yeah, for sure.
What is your favorite costume on a female at Halloween? Is it? I'll give you 4 options: a nurse, a cop, a nurse, a cop. A school, like a Catholic school girl, those. Wait, I'm only giving you 3: A, B, or C. A nurse, a cop, or a Catholic school girl.
I'll go with the nurse.
Because she can heal you.
For sure.
And she has those soft hands.
It's just cute.
So this guy named Jacob's Real asks, "What's your nickname on the ice? Has anyone ever called you Hall Star, Hall of Famer, or Hallelujah?"
No. Just Halsey, and sometimes Ebbs calls me Cheds.
He calls you what?
Cheds.
Cheds? What does Cheds mean? Like cheddar?
Yeah.
Like top cheddar?
Yeah, sometimes he'll just call me Chedsy. Cheds.
What is it? But what's the origin of Cheds?
Cheddar.
Is it because of your scoring ability?
Like top cheddar, Cheds.
But how did that get to you though? Why?
Some of my buddies from back home used to call me Cheds.
Ah, okay.
And I told them that they called me that, and he started calling me it.
Cheds, okay. I like Hall Star because that's the lane you're gonna exist in, and then Hallelujah if you guys, when you guys make it to the playoffs and some special things happen, and then Hall of Famer.
That's a good path.
Yeah,
Unbelievable
absolutely.
path, but no, I've never been called any of those.
Someone named Cabbie Brown asks you, do you and Eberly have a bromance? And if so, is Nuge jealous of it?
I don't know. Nuge is a quiet kid. I mean, I don't think he's jealous by any means. Me and Ebbs, we've just lived together for the past 2 years, and we've become really good friends from playing on a line for a long time. And I think Ebbs and Nuge are a little bit closer than me and Nuge are, but we're still all really good friends. And Nuge is a really good kid. He just kind of keeps to himself a little bit.
So wait, do you guys have a bromance or what?
Yeah, for sure, I guess.
So you guys join. Okay, other bromances that I know in the NHL are Patrick Kane and Jonathan Taves, Mike Richards and Jeff Carter, and of course the Sedin twins.
Yeah, I think we hang out a lot. Like during the year, we're together all the time. So I guess that would be a bromance.
There you go. A dude named Mark Chason asks, will you be rocking a sweet Movember stash?
No, I don't. I've never done it, and I don't think I will.
Why not? Dude, Movember stashes are so dirty and so grimy, but they're amazing.
No, I just don't. I don't.
Are you too pretty for a mustache? You're too pretty.
No, I'm not. No, I just I never really have grown one, and you wouldn't really be able to see mine. It's pretty blonde, so I just figure I might as well just not even grow one.
My last question. A young lady named Claire, or a person named Claire Lewis asks, what music is on your iPod right now that you can't live without?
I have some good electronic dance music that
Is that your lane?
Really like.
That's your lane?
I like that. I like that kind of music. I've kind of grown into it the last couple of years, and gets me pumped up for games and for workouts and stuff. So I like listening to that.
So is it like Calvin Harris? Is it Avicii?
Yeah.
Is it?
I'd say Calvin Harris and Avicii are my favorites right now. Like I'm not into the words or the music that has no words in it, just a beat. I like Calvin Harris, more of the mainstream kind of stuff.
Okay. So wait, was this the kind of music that was playing at your party this summer in Kingston?
Yeah, for sure.
That was what you were killing him with?
Yeah, I didn't really set up the playlist, but it was that kind of music.
I wouldn't have liked it. I don't know if you would have liked the music at my party because we had parties I think on the same weekend, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that same night, the Saturday, See, I'm like, we had a mix of like hip hop and R&B, and I guess you guys were what's that one Calvin Harris song? I Feel So Close to You Right Now?
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Did you see Avicii in Edmonton on Saturday?
No, I didn't.
He was there apparently.
Yeah, I know. I heard that.
Have you seen Avicii or Calvin Harris in concert?
Yeah, I've seen Avicii. I saw him this summer in Ottawa one time. It was awesome.
Hey, was that the thing that? Okay, no. So Ottawa, not the one. What's the one that was in Montreal? Osheaga?
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't there.
Okay. Taylor, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, absolutely, Cabbie. Anytime.
So listen, I'll leave you with this. When you do meet Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook, the big three on OKC, when they meet Edmonton's big three, yourself, Jordan Eberle, and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, you got to think, like, what's the game that all six of you guys can... Is it bowling, maybe? What's the game that you guys could play and make a segment out of it and where the two worlds will collide and have a good time?
Well, they wouldn't know what hockey is or who we are at all. So
yeah, but you'll probably meet them. I'm sure you guys, or
I don't think we'll ever meet them. They'll probably be, who are these little white guys?
I don't know.
They play sports?
I don't think so, man. I'm sure they're aware of the Barons. I mean, there's only, as you said, the Sooners, the Thunder, and then you guys, the Barons out there. Probably a baseball team too. But when you meet them, what activity do you think you guys could beat them in, other than hockey and not basketball?
Bowling, maybe golf. Actually, golf for sure.
Golf, nice.
We're good golfers, so.
Mini golf, maybe.
Mini golf, yeah.
And then you guys could bring your whole Happy Gilmore game to the mini golf.
Yeah.
Well, Taylor, man, it's been awesome talking to you. I appreciate you coming on with me, and I'm glad to know the shoulder's healed. So, I'm sure we'll be seeing some highlights up here on TSN of you guys playing. And if I ever get out to OKC, I'm going to bring a helmet. I'm going to bring a bodysuit. And I will expect to be double ridden on your new Vespa.
Sounds good, man.
All right, man. Enjoy the fall, and hopefully we get to see you on an NHL ice pad very, very soon.
Okay, thanks a lot, Cabbie.
All right, Taylor. Take care, man.
Yeah.
Taylor Hall of the Edmonton Oilers, young dude. And ladies, if you go on a date with young Taylor Hall, expect a comedy, which is a great movie option, and perhaps a romantic comedy. But if it's Ryan Gosling, you're not going to get to see the latest Ryan Gosling movie. I think maybe because Ryan Gosling is as pretty as Taylor Hall. If you want to follow his journey in Oklahoma City, you can follow him on Twitter at Halsey04. That's HALLSY04. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at The Real Cabbie. That's CABBIE. Hope you enjoyed our conversation. We'll have many, many more. This week on SportsCenter, I give Henry Burris of the Hamilton Tiger Cats a tour of Hamilton. That's a long overdue tour. So check that out Friday on SportsCenter. I'm Cabbie, and I'm gone.
Thank you for listening to Cabbie Presents, the podcast.